Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kedington News Open Garden Special 2017 Part 3. We ended the last episode in the wild area of the Kedington Watermill. That backs on to the wildlife area of Kedington School. Who also opened up their vegetable garden. That was built over what was once a swimming pool, part of which can still be found there. Now home to fish, frogs, wide variety of other creatures and flora.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no. You know which one it is? No idea. Because I've got one very similar, but it's called Firework. And it does the same with that.
Okay, so Terry, you've been in this garden just 4 years now.
Yeah, 4 years.
And this is the first time you've opened up for open gardens.
Yeah.
And so when you arrived here, what was it like?
Well, obviously the pond wasn't there. All the hedges were totally overgrown. Down there where we got the decking, that was basically a rubbish tip. There was no flowers on that back fence, no trees at all, just the fence. And so once I did the extension, got that out of the way, and that's when we moved in, I then decided to try and plan it out so we have different areas and different parts of the garden. No matter where you were sitting, it was a different aspect. That was what I was trying to achieve, and then obviously not being gardeners, we had to learn the hard way. Plants, how big they grow, did they work together. So yeah, this year I think we've got it just about right.
I mean, how have you found? Well, it's always a question of open gardens, and you'll find this after a couple of years. People, the date changes, and
yeah.
You always get people saying, "Oh, if it was 2 weeks later, I'd have had this," well, or if it was 2 weeks earlier, I'd have had that.
2 weeks earlier, that was covered in pink flowers. On the bridge, the same rose, Albertine, that was it was just a massive pink. So yeah, you unfortunately, no matter what time of year you're going to have a different series of plants there.
You are.
You miss some, you lose some.
We've still got a lovely selection, especially on those beds down there.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've obviously got boulders which you have in all year round, and obviously Pauline does all the pots to give it a bit more colour, during the summer months.
It has brought it up wonderfully. And of course you've got the pond here with up to carp, yes?
Yeah, soy carp, golden ore, goldfish.
And well, the heron, which you've got the still one, which is probably the safer variety to have.
Yeah. Well, we do like garden statues, ornaments, so once a year we tend to buy something and plant it in the garden. If you look round, they're not quite obvious, they're sort of tucked away.
But they build up over the years.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it just adds to a garden.
Lovely one. I really quite like it. It's a wonderful garden. So, do you have any plans for the future for this garden?
No, we've got it to this stage. I mean, actually, we did that yesterday. That's we saw that in a National Trust place, that rose, because it comes in clusters of small roses, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's the climber, so hopefully I'm going to grind up that wall. So next year, hopefully, it will be up a bit higher. So yeah, gardens are ongoing projects.
They always are.
Yeah.
Constant battle.
Yeah. Well, we're never into fashion. We always do. We look at other gardens and think, oh, that's a good idea. I like that flower, whatever. Can we incorporate it within our garden? Is it going to work? So yeah, like most people, it's ongoing.
Is there a particular favourite part of the garden that you?
I like them all. In the mornings, having a cup of coffee, sitting up there, looking down at the pond, it's lovely. In the evening, sitting up there because the sun's setting over there. Yeah, it's nice sitting down here when it's nice, you can have a meal out here, and then perhaps in the late afternoon sit up on the decking. Yeah, I've tried to do it so that every part of the garden is nice at some point.
I was about to say it's an extra room to the house. In this garden, it really is an extra series of rooms.
Yes, that's what I tried to achieve.
Well, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Oh, and will you be doing open gardens again next year?
Providing we're not on holiday, yes.
Okay, so I'm here at Inglenook, and it's the first year you've opened.
The first year we've been open.
And how long have you been in this garden, as it were?
Well, but this garden as it is now, this is the third summer in this garden as it is now, but we've been here for 7 years. It was a bit of a car park and a lot of kind of sad lawn, neglected lawn, and we sorted the lawn out, but it still wasn't quite right. So we had it completely changed around and made much more of a cottage garden feel. So there's quite a purple emphasis, which is my favourite colour.
We've managed to film in front of the one pink thing in the garden. Yeah,
Ironic.
that's wonderful. Yeah, there we go. Well, don't worry, I will be going now later and filming all the purple things now.
Oh, jolly good.
Yes.
They came and wove all the willow fence for us, which is quite amazing. It's a very old craft, and they came and wove it all on site to sort of fit
perfectly
round.
what you.
Yeah.
That's
They're sort of stone marker or something like that.
all right. So they come out and they actually weave the
with
whole
loads
fence,
of, like,
especially for the garden.
The ground is just covered with bits and pieces. And a gardener who's local in the village, Dougie, did all the work on the garden. Who was recommended to us as a local landscape designer, but the designer was Sue Townsend, who's over on the coast in Westleton. She does quite a lot of Suffolk gardens, and we think she's done an amazing job with all the different plants she's chosen.
It's a wonderful selection, especially down there at the front, and then you sort of come up here to this presumably the grass area with children, as it were. And
yeah, we moved all the toys today, but it was all on lots of different levels. So one of the things she did was to sort of flatten it, but also have it curve right round, so that where we're sitting at the dining table, you can see everywhere around the garden from where you're sitting, and sort of all the front area was car park. You could have parked a dozen cars out there, so it's not the case now.
so it's all changed around
much
you.
more usable garden for us.
So you've got the sort of central focal room, as it were.
Yeah.
And then the two different garden
And
areas.
there's a little seating area around there and another one around the back, so you've got kind of nice places to sit.
And I suppose round to that one round the back, of course, you get the lovely
The
view of
lovely
the
view of the
fields,
fields. Yeah,
which
'cause it's-
everyone along this part of the village always sort of saying the amazing variety of things that you'll see out in the.
It's 3 sides of open countryside on either 3 sides of the house, which is really
Quite
special.
wonderful. Do you get to see much wildlife?
I mean, you hear owls a lot, and we haven't seen a lot of. The previous owner said she'd had a mudjack on the lawn, but we've not seen that. Do we see much wildlife?
Yeah, always see some birds. We enjoy
Masses
good
of
lots of
birds.
birds.
What have
We
we
were
seen this
looking
morning?
behind the goldfinch this morning,
Goldfinch this
and we
morning.
the buzzards around and the crows over the backfield. We do see deer occasionally, yeah, and foxes.
You hear owls a lot, don't you, at night time?
So, are there plans to develop the garden further, or
I think we've kind of done what
You've
we
got it
can
where
with
you're
the
aiming for
space
the
we're
moment?
at. I think that's we're sort of watching it grow, and things like the lavender that all started off small has all sort of become this nice lavender path as was planned, kind of sweeping around. So it's just seeing as it sort of the plants mature. We planted a hawthorn tree over there, much to my parents' hilarity, and the different colours that changes during the seasons is quite lovely.
are they not fans of hawthorn, or have they just tried pruning one?
I don't think they just think they're a terribly common hedge, and why on earth would anybody go to the trouble of choosing and purchasing such an item? They have much hilarity from it, so we often say, "Oh, look, the hawthorn's looking good, isn't it?" Just to see their reactions.
I was thought them as
amusing.
quite upper class, because they're sort of deer breaks, as it were.
Yeah, it's got little berries, green berries on it right now, but it changes beautiful colours actually.
It can do.
We had loads of alliums, and I suppose the big thing, the only changes really are bulbs. So this was all purple tulips and different coloured pastel tulips here. And we've had loads of alliums around, which unfortunately the colours one was just the heads now. But it's just through the seasons getting different bulbs.
Always
out.
changes round
Yeah.
as things go on. It's one of the sort of perennial things with open gardens of someone saying, "Oh, if you were just coming in 2 weeks' time, or if you were here 2 weeks ago."
Yeah.
And
Well, the roses last weekend were absolutely stunning, and the rain or sun or whatever happens then this week, because
And
there's only this one here
we've got
behind
this
us. there's
wonderful
nothing
one here,
on the
which
wall.
seems to
there's
be
others
protected
that
from the wind. That one, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe that's
so
what it is.
It's
That's the Gloriana rose, and our daughter's nickname is Gloriana. So
Oh,
we
right,
bought that
okay.
thinking that was an amusing kind of thing, and actually it's turned into a lovely rose. So
it is. It's come up wonderful.
it's good.
Does this garden take a lot of maintenance, or?
it was designed to be low maintenance. I mean, you still do lots of little bits of weeding and grass cutting and infinite amounts of pine needle sweeping and clearing because the pine trees around, which drives you crazy. But yeah, it's pretty low maintenance actually. It's very good. Cut it all back sort of in the winter time, and then
it starts all over again.
Yeah, so it's very good. We're very lucky. But she's an amazing garden designer, so she's listened to what we'd said and
gone for
came up with
what
all
you're
this.
looking for.
Yeah, it's very, we just love it. We just in summer we just live outside from breakfast till sort of dusk. And
So, do you have a favourite bit?
I think it's that front garden, all that planting there. I love sitting at the table and looking at all the planting over the front. It's just really dense planting, and it's just lovely textures and colours and different heights, and you feel as though you're, you know, somewhere far away. In fact, on a hot day you think you're in Italy or somewhere, because it's just peaceful and beautiful. So we're very, very lucky. We say that several times a day.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the garden.
I will. And that concludes our third and final Kedington News Open Gardens specials. Sadly, we couldn't get round all 16 of the open gardens, not at the same time as waving a video camera around. But if you want to see them all, why not come along to next year's Open Gardens? There'll probably be some other gardens there as well. And if you want to know when that is, subscribe to this very YouTube channel, and I will mention it in one of our Kedington News events updates. Also coming up on the channel very soon, the Kedington News Steam Fair special. And until then, cheerio!